Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to make the traditional spice box with 7 different spices that I love to use in my cooking, and I will tell you a little bit about each spice, and let's get started. I have already started with my first one, and that is whole cumin. Cumin is called jeera in Hindi or Punjabi. I use it in all kinds of Indian cooking, and when you make, for example, jeera rice, and you just have to have cumin at home when you're making Indian food. It's one of the staple spices that are very aromatic and flavorful. Next, we have the same spice but in powder version, and it's jeera powder or cumin powder. It's commonly used as a staple spice in all masalas and gravies and curries that you make that are Indian. I love to grind this powder myself from whole cumin seeds that make this powder so much more tasteful and fragrant. I think this one must be one of my favorite spices because it does so much and adds so much flavor. And without it, you would notice that something is missing. Next up, we have hot Madras curry powder. This one is the more spicy version of a curry powder, and I only use a little bit of this, if at all, but it's nice to have it at home for a simple curry sauce together with a little bit more of Western cooking to add more Indian touch to it. So here we have the garam masala. Garam masala is a spice mix, which you can either buy like this in a packaged version or powder it or make it yourself with the whole spices that you heat up in a pan and then you grind them. I usually get the mixture of this from my dad. He usually makes it himself, and I use that one in my cooking. It's perfect for every single Indian dish as the last step of the cooking process. One of the most crucial Indian spice there is turmeric powder or haldi. And that is one is used to color any dishes to add a little bit more of an earthy flavor. It's just your go-to healthy antioxidant rich spice. Moving on to coriander powder. You can get this one as a whole spice or as a powder. I usually make the powder from dry roasting the coriander seeds and grinding it into a powder, but you can also buy it like this. It's a very healthy spice which contains a lot of vitamins and nutrients, and is used almost every time in Indian cooking. The last one is chili seeds. You can use them as a sprinkling on top of your dishes or adding it into your dal or as a component to add more hotness to your dish. There are so many different ways to add chilies to your dishes, but this one is just one of the ways. Either I choose to use this one or I add a couple of Indian green chilies depending on which flavor I'm after. So there we have them, all my 7 favorite spices that I normally use in my Indian cooking, sometimes even a sprinkle of these in Swedish dishes to add some hotness. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe to my channel if you would like more videos like this.